But why have I changed so much? Here's what I meant by that question. It's not very clear. How did I change so much so fast? It's not quite clear. How is it possible? It's possible that my experience of life could so drastically change one day. Now, I find this to be a particularly interesting question because on one hand, it's an actual question that I'm actually asking based on my experience. Second, if my brain started to solve it, it's going to create a list of evidence. And then I could ask, what is my faith? Where is my faith? And people quote all kinds of Bible verses, they ain't going deep enough. It's about how you think. It's about what happens. It's about results. That's not the same as words. We're talking about tangible reality. How do you actually feel? What do you actually experience? What actually happens? What synchronicities actually in your conscience? Started trying to find answers to this very specific question. Now, I've got to make this distinction. How do we know this isn't delusional thinking? What is delusional thinking? Because in one hand, if you're in the right field, if you're in the right circles, you already know that you got to be delusional to understand reality. You have to have a little delusion, because if you believe what everyone else believes, you'd be delusional as them. So you don't want their delusion, you got to pick different delusion. But that's not what I'm asking here. What is delusional thinking? How do we know that this is not delusional thinking? How do I know that I'm not thinking delusionally? One, oh my God, I feel a sense of wellness. I feel a sense of fullness on these questions. I feel much better. I feel much clearer. I feel much less confused. Let's build a case of evidence for that. Delusion feels confusing and complex and scary and shit. That's what you might be able to get to what delusional thinking is. As a reliable, solid case evidence, such as random affirmation that has no correlation to one's reality. Example 2, negative belief pattern that does not accurately correspond with reality. Delusional thinking and sane thinking both have the same problem. I don't know a more clear way to say this right now. So, you got this guy, he says something. So you probably know this too. You say something, and then what does reality do? It echoes it back. So everyone will confirm said, because the energy you sent with what you said, they feel it. They will reciprocate anything you said. It's rational, sane thinking. Because we're going to invert that. Let's say that sane thinking has a reliable, solid case of evidence for it. A question that has a direct correlation to one's reality. Which one happens to this question is sane thinking? Many. Let's take a case study here. Question that has a direct correlation to one's reality, one's experience. Why do amazing things always happen to me? I might have to ask the questions a couple times next to my brain to start generating the memories associated with it. But I have memories associated with amazing things happening. Therefore, it does have a direct correlation to my reality, my experience. It's a positive belief pattern that accurately corresponds with reality. It's an evident reality. It is evident. I love that. 3-word little sentence there. It is evident. It makes sense.